So gross with all this love. Dom, do you have a special somebody in your life?
Just my cat. That's it.
I love my cat, and my cat just died 2 months ago. So I'm
Oh,
fostering 2
No,
kittens
that's
right
good.
now.
oh, that's good. I'm sorry about your cat. That's rough times. It is.
It's very rough
to deal
times.
with.
Very,
Tough to deal with.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
a very sweet boy. Yeah.
I'm always throwing lines out there, see what happens though when it comes to the single life. But hey,
Yeah.
I have a relationship with these podcasters here, these listeners.
We all can't be Rob Van Dam, all right?
We can't be robbed. We can't be
No.
robbed.
No.
You're one of a kind. Otherwise, we have to change the name of the fucking podcast.
Right.
Two of a kind.
It's not three of a kind. So,
All right, Barbie. I got you. I heard you. Yeah. So anyway,
talk a little wrestling topics here. I have some.
Hey, I just wanted to bring this up. Like I was watching something, like wrestling. I watch YouTube every fucking day, and usually it's most of it's courtroom shit and First Amendment audits and some wrestling, some mobster stuff, whatever. But anyway, you didn't know that?
No, I love that you're into that. What, Nasty Nathaniel, First Amendment rights, Amagansett Press? What are you into?
I like Honor Your Oath. He's one of my favorites, and also Sean up in New York. What's that? Audit the. I don't know, but I like Audit the Audit, and James Freeman is awesome.
Sure. Acura Amanda. I mean, I'm a huge fan. It's the greatest game of I'm not touching you. I love it. I freaking love it.
Some of them like Dirty D. That guy is, like appreciate what he does, but he's like so rude, and offensive. Like he'll just walk up on someone that's like, police are checking out a car or whatever, and he'll come up on the camera and they'll say, "Whoa, back up! Don't get so close." Like, suck my nuts, fuck you. It just starts, but that's just in my opinion. But I appreciate what he does. Same thing with Deletes Laws or whatever that guy. I don't know if you know him.
Amagansett Press is great.
He's a bit pompous.
They get the backlash.
Dude, I watch every day. I watch hours of it.
Great. That was great. I love it.
And they replay, so I watch it make its rounds. Sometimes learn something different. They'll give you an update on something that happened on a case, that was particularly interesting or whatever. But yeah, definitely. I'm a First Amendment guy.
That's great. Well, it's important for the public to know that photography is not a crime. That if you can't trespass the eyes. If I can see it, I can tape it. And so what? If you don't like it, you have no expectation of privacy in public.
Do you think it's weird that they still call it videotape, even though there's really no tape anymore? They do, though. They still call it that. Everyone does, though.
Yeah,
hey, videotaping me?
Yeah.
Even like if I record something on my fucking Xbox or whatever, I'm just like, yeah, I'll tape it. It's like, there's no tape.
And they said that with their phone, too. I can videotape anything I can see. Yeah. Also, that's one, like, people don't know. It's amazing. I've said that before, Tim. It's amazing how many people think that you have to have their right. And I don't know where they get it, but they're ready to die behind their knowledge. They're so sure. They'll be like, it's a federal crime, buddy. You're going to jail. You do not have my permission to film me.
Right. And it's so fun to watch how fast that changes. There's a video, I'm sure by now you've seen it, where this one guy gets in somebody's face about it. Like he's, oh, I'm so tough. I'm, this and that. And the guy pepper sprays him. And in 2 seconds, he's crying for his mom.
There's a few pepper spray highlight videos that have all those in it. But then also another thing is, like, police don't fucking know. They think that if they go up to anybody and ask for ID, that person is supposed to give it to them, and that's so not fucking the way it is. That's not the way. And so that's mostly what it's over a lot of times. When officer of the law asks you for your ID, you have to present it if you suspect me of committing a crime. Well, I don't know yet. That's not the way it works. Oh, you're
right. Suspicion isn't a crime. Yeah.
Right. Is that a felony or a misdemeanor? Suspicion of what? Of a crime that I have committed and about to commit and committing.
Right.
But also, one other thing though, it's amazing how many police think it's illegal to swear.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I heard, and you're from Michigan. I heard there was a law in Michigan that if you use profanity around women and kids, it was still on the books. I don't know if it's like a specific city or what, but they were citing it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny you mentioned that because one time when I was a kid, and this is like 16, 17, like the cruising years when, you know, you have a friend that has a driver's license, so you all pile up in a car. And Marshall was next to Battle Creek, and that was the cruising strip. Like there was a strip that went, you know, back and forth. And anyway, I remember being dumb, and I guess I knew it was a cop. The fucking I don't know if he was standing, I can't remember, but I had my head out the window at the cop, and I just said fucking A. And he was like, pull over. And he wrote me a fucking ticket. And it was I think it was, I don't know if it was disturbing the peace or disorderly conduct, some bullshit. But now all these videos, you're like, well, who's the complainant? Someone has to be a complainant. You know, if you're telling me I'm disturbing the peace, who the fuck am I disturbing? And the cop can't be the complaint, or they can't solicit the complaint. You know, that's illegal.
And it's been proven in law that if you flip them off, that's the First Amendment.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I love those videos. Yeah. Did you see the one where the guy, he looks like a kid, but he's probably 20, but he's walking on the side of the road?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I've seen that so many times, and every time it's worth rewatching. Yeah, the cop wants to bust him so bad. He's like, "Why'd you pull me over? Because you flipped me off. That's not illegal, dumbass." And it's so funny, especially at the end when the other cop's there too. And he's like, "I didn't do anything illegal, but you said fuck you." He's like, "Yeah, fuck you." I love that.
Yeah, I'll say it again.
Fuck you, dumbass. What are you gonna hold me for? And they start getting stupid. And he's like, "Okay, then I'm not gonna talk anymore. I'm gonna plead the fifth." He's like cracking himself up and doesn't even know that they're on camera.
But jeez.
And then he's like, "Oh, you got your body cameras on? Oh, sweet, that's great." Like he didn't even fucking know he was putting on such a good show.
Yeah, I'll do a Freedom of Information Act and then put it on YouTube, so you know we can all enjoy it for years to come.
How could that be illegal to have your middle finger up? You know what I mean? Like, oh,
yeah. How do you document that, or like, you know,
it's your own body. How can it be illegal to put your body in a certain way? Like, you know what I mean?
That's why us nudists say what we do. Why is it illegal for me to walk down the road naked? What am I doing? How am I hurting you? I'm literally the way I was born. You don't say, "Oh, look, a naked cat, a naked horse. There's a naked Tim." So what?
Rob, you were gonna say something though before you had a topic you wanted.
No, I think I was just gonna further elaborate on the fact that, you know, the action that you're taking when you flip someone off, you're not even saying anything. It's just choosing to have one finger up and the other four fingers down, and that alone they try to make a crime. You know, it's like.
As you know, you've spent a lot of your career behind marijuana. We've watched laws change in our lifetime. My father did time in prison for marijuana, and now you can open your own marijuana business. So just because it's a law doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
Ain't that the truth?
The times they are changing. So, speaking of changes,
we did. I wanted to say one more thing about cops. Have you ever? I've seen this. Friends of mine who went into law enforcement wanting to do it for the right reasons, and then people treat them like they're a dick. And then I check back in with them later, and they're kind of a dick. So it's like they also had a hand in shaping them from being like, I want to help people, I want to serve, and then now they're a prick. And it's like, well, people kept going oink oink at them and shit. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's a position that is. It takes a lot of control. It takes almost a robot to not become emotionally involved in their actions. But even besides that, just the authority that they have, it's perceived as so much more than it really is, you know. And so people like they're a threat, you know. Like my whole life, whenever I'm in a car with someone that's driving and they see another cop car, they always they always like hit their brakes and slow down a little bit, even if they were going the speed limit or whatever. It's like a reflex thing, like, oh, you know, and all of a sudden they get like a little nervous going by the cops. And anyway, cops are used to that until recently. There was no transparency, so they got away with whatever, like the walking tall sheriff, you know, carrying a baseball bat and just, you know, busting heads and doing whatever. That's really how it was. And now they're I love watching Karma and watching corrupt cops that push it too far, that actually do violate people's rights.
Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that William Friedkin movie Cruisin' with Al Pacino about the gay murders?
I heard about it. Kevin Nash was actually talking about it on his podcast.
Well, check this out. There's a moment where they're interrogating a guy, and a black man, a big muscular black guy in a little Speedo, walks into the room and slaps him out of his chair and then walks back out of the room. And when you watch the movie, you're like, what the hell was that about? But when you do the research, they used to do things like that, the police force, because now that guy can't say it happened. Everyone would be like, you're insane, that you're making it up. That's why they would do stuff like that during their interrogation, because you couldn't complain about it.
Wow.
Why couldn't you complain about it?
Because I tell you, the cops took me in for an interview, and halfway through, a man in a Speedo came out and slapped me in the face. Nobody, it has no credibility. Nobody believes it for a second.
Okay.
Isn't that outrageous?
That is pretty wild. I heard that movie Cruisin' is wild itself. So
yes.